40% domestic violence victims, they're 60.
Where the fuck did you find that?
Alright, so here are those facts. Daniel J. Whitaker composed a study of the relationships and their violence, reciprocal and non-reciprocal. He concluded that almost 24% of all relationships had some violence, and half of those were reciprocal, meaning both parties abuse each other. Now, the non-reciprocal cases, women were the perpetrators in more than 70% of the cases. Now, regarding injury, men were more likely to inflict injury than women were. Now, however, according to a study by John Archer, who is from the University of Central Lancashire, concludes that women were significantly more likely than men to have used physical aggression toward their partners and to have used it more frequently. Which means in those cases, men were more likely defending themselves. So, there you go.
Hey, is everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Why do you ask? You're holding your arm weird. Oh, it's nothing. You sure? Doesn't seem like it's nothing. I fell and I got bruised up a little bit. That doesn't look like you fell. Fine, but if I tell you, you have to promise you'll believe me. Of course I promise. What happened? My girlfriend got really mad at me and she hit me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You can't tell anybody else. Please don't tell anybody else. They won't believe me. I won't tell anybody, but you probably should. I tried. They told me to man up. You should break up with her. What? No, it's just a little bruise. I'm fine. It is never okay to hit anybody in a relationship. Just because you're a guy doesn't mean you have to sit there and take it. And I'm so sorry that nobody believed you. You can stay with me for a few days if you want. It'll give you time to figure out your next move.
That is something people are not ready to hear.
Okay, I'll say it. Men are mistreated in this country. Men are very mistreated in this country. Think about it. They're taught to be ashamed of their nature, their masculine nature. They are, if they call too much, they're needy. If they don't call enough, then they're an asshole. If they dare open a door for a woman or offer to lift a heavy box, they're sexist. If they compliment a woman, they're a pig. If they don't compliment a woman, then they're judgmental. If they get struck by a woman, they're unable to defend themselves. If a woman claims rape, she's automatically believed and she can ruin his life and there's nothing he can say about it. If a woman accidentally or on purpose or whatever gets pregnant and he doesn't want the child, he's still financially obligated to them and money gouged for 18 years every month. I do not believe the child support system is fair. I could make a part 2 of this, seriously. Men are very mistreated in this country. You guys want a part 2? Alright, men are mistreated all over the world. Part 2. Men have no say on whether a woman has an abortion or not. But if she chooses to keep that baby, you better have some money. A man's value is based on what he can provide. If a man doesn't respond to a text message fast enough, he's accused of cheating. Domestic violence is always seen as man-on-woman violence, never woman-on-man violence, and that exists. If you're white, straight, Republican, and Christian, get ready because nowadays you are at the bottom of the societal totem pole, buddy. But you're still expected to be successful. Men are discouraged from showing their feelings. If you cry, you're weak. The suicide rate for men is far higher than that of women. No one seems to acknowledge that or care. Last year, if your woman got pregnant, you weren't allowed at the doctor's appointments to see your baby on the ultrasound. Only one parent allowed. Obviously, it had to be the woman. Don't want to date a trans woman? You're a homophobe or a transphobe. Maybe you just don't want to deal with all that. Alright guys, let's do this. Men are mistreated, part 3. If you and your wife divorce, she can take half of everything you have. And in some cases, you still have to pay alimony. Nobody believes that a woman can sexually harass a man in everyday life or in the workplace, or rape a man, and they can. Check out the movie Disclosure with Michael Douglas and Demi Moore. Great movie. Women are given lesser sentences in court. Nobody wants to see a woman on death row, but men are there. Let's say you want to buy a big truck. Everybody's going to assume that you're overcompensating for a small penis. Let's say you're having a custody battle in court, and the mother is unfit to take care of your kids. Unless you have compiled a boatload of evidence to prove this, the court, majority of the time, will side with the mother. If another man disrespects your woman, you are expected to fight this man, or at least get in his face. Otherwise, your woman will be mad because you didn't defend her honor. Okay, guys, that's it. Part 3 is finished. Final part.